Hey there YouTube, welcome back to Paladin Vapes. My name is Gene and today I will be bringing you guys a review of the Recoil RDA from GrimmGreen and OhmBoy OC, or Ohmboy OC, however you want to pronounce it. This thing has been freaking amazing. I've kind of developed a love affair with it, become one of my go-to drippers. I pretty much run this thing every day, and on the Loch Ness by Envy Vapes, or Vape Envy, I'm sorry, which I'll be doing a review on this too. Actually, you would have seen the Loch Ness first, unless you decide to skip it, just because I love these two, so I decided to do these reviews back to back. It's a 24 millimeter RDA with a 22 millimeter deck, and this thing has just been freaking amazing. I've got 0.15 stainless steel aliens in there. Sorry, my camera doesn't like to, just having zoom issues right now, or focus issues, but this thing has just been amazing. It comes with two caps, the Clouds Bro Clouds and the Flavor Bro Flavors top caps. Both of them are freaking amazing. I use the Clouds Bro probably more, just because they both have amazing flavor. I'll be completely honest, when I first heard that GrimmGreen had helped develop and release an RDA, I was like, okay, mainstream vapor, you know, putting out an RDA, it'll be okay. No, I was wrong. This thing is fucking amazing. I would have to say this is definitely one of those where, you know, designed by a vapor for vapors. It's just been fucking amazing. This thing is an amazing dripper. Yeah, this thing is great. Right now I'm running Yig from the Grim Cult line. Might as well keep it full-blown GrimmGreen. Now, I just want to start off by saying I'm not giving this thing good reviews just because GrimmGreen is a big name in vaping. I'll be completely honest, I don't care if I make enemies anywhere, but this is not going to be one of those cases. So let's go ahead and go down below. Oh yeah, it's going to be kind of a two-part review in one video. It's going to be the Recoil and drip tips by Double Helix Designs, sorry, DOM. DHD, they kind of just go awesome together, so I decided to pick up a couple of them, so I'm just going to do it as part of this review. But let's go down below and check out the Recoil up close, and we'll come back up. So I'll see you guys down below. Hey there guys, thanks for coming down here for my close-up look of the Recoil RDA. This is the black version, GrimmGreen and OhmBoy OC, or Ohmboy OC. On the back, the Recoil logo. I really like the logo they designed for this. Is pretty sweet. Really simple packaging, but again, you guys know how I am with storage boxes. These things are awesome. So here it is. Here is the Recoil. This is number 9358, hashtag GrimmYoc, or GrimmyOC. Now, I will warn you guys, just like with any other vape products out there, there are already clones out there. So just be careful when you guys are buying these, because I'll tell you what, it's definitely worth buying authentic. Really nice logo there. Really nice wide bore. Let's go ahead and pull this off. This is stainless steel. Nice 510. Nice protruding 510. I would definitely feel comfortable putting that in a series box, or not a series box, a hybrid mod. I've got this on the Loch Ness. This is my favorite setup right here. Let's go ahead and pull this thing apart. Start from the top down. This is the top cap, and this drip tip pops off, and you'll see I've got this cute little box here. We'll talk about that here in a second. It's the macaron style, or macaroon style. Now this drip tip does get very, very hot if you're running a hot build, so be careful. Which actually, before I jump too far into this, sorry, I kind of got ahead of myself, guys. So you get two different barrels in there. They look alike, but one has the 3mm airflow holes, and this is the Clouds Bro. And this one has 2.5mm, and this is the Flavor Bros. Both of these are awesome, and I love that they give this option because this is non-adjustable airflow. But I'll tell you what, just the difference between these and using them, you can definitely tell a difference. Now here's something that I am just freaking in love with this setup, is the way it's designed. It's got one O-ring for the top cap and two O-rings on the deck. So when you put this bad boy together and you want to drip, if you don't want to just squirt your juice down in there, that's what she said, that top cap comes off so freaking easy. It's got this concave up there. Let's see. You get a parts bag with it, some extra O-rings, and some extra grub screws. A lot of extra O-rings, which is always awesome, because if you got an RDA long enough, especially cleaning it, letting it dry, pulling the top cap on and off, you are going to start shredding these O-rings. So awesome that it came with those O-rings. Let's take a look. That is a beefy barrel right there. The Flavor Bro is a little bit thinner, but not by much. They both come out to 24mm. And there's that deck. These aren't the prettiest aliens. These are the Demon Killer aliens, stainless steel, 3mm. Come out to about 0.13. 2.5mm post holes. So you can pretty much, let's get this focused in. My focus is being an arse. You can pretty much get almost any build you want in there. I did not have any problems getting this alien in there. The negatives are raised and are part of the deck. I don't really want to take this build out, so we're going to kind of do this at angles. It's got a peak insulator underneath the positive. And it is so easy to build. 7mm juice well. That thing is freaking deep. You can get so much juice in there, it's ridiculous. Just be careful not to over drip. But the nice thing, the way these air holes are drilled, let that stay there, they are drilled at an angle. The airflow goes straight down onto your coils. So you can see that, just like that. And I've actually got this a little higher than I prefer, but it's because I've got the 3mm in there. If I was running 2 to 2.5s, I could get those coils a little lower, but that air goes right onto those coils. So the nice thing is that you can actually drip right up to the top of the juice well. Come on, focus. There we go. You could drip right up to the top of that, and you're not going to really get too much leakage unless you go up to the airflow, or you got so much juice in there when you're vaping, you're tipping onto the juice, the airflows. I'm sorry. I haven't really had too much problems with this leaking, so you know, just be careful with that. Now, one of my cons, and I don't think it's specifically based on their design. Now this is a 22mm build deck, so it's got really good size to it. You could put pretty much anything in there. I put a couple different builds in there until I finally came to the alien. Just felt appropriate. It's a 9mm drip tip. That thing is just huge. Now, I decided, since I was going to splurge and get myself a new toy, that I was going to get my toy some new toys. So I ordered a couple new drip tips from DHD. And these things are beautiful. I got a macaroon tip, which just, I'm just all types of clumsy today. Just pops right on there. I think that looks kind of sick. I think that would look pretty cool with the red recoil too. And I got the full size top cap. Now this is the color changing one, which I'll show you guys up top. When you vape on it and this warms up, it will change color. And that was my fault. I did not realize it when I ordered it. I was kind of hoping it would stay permanently red, but I'll probably order some more of these. These are my first DHD drip tips, and I freaking love them. Look at the size of that. That is massive. And with this top cap, it takes a while for it to really get hot to the point of barely being able to put lips on it. Now at 0.13, I'm generally running this at about 105 watts, which I like on this, but it does get hot after a while. But this drip tip, same with the macaroon drip tip, they stay cool for quite a while. I wish that the stock one stayed cool, but you can see it's pretty thin. But that's more of a subjective con than anything else. If you're vaping this at a lower wattage, and I mean I've taken this down to 85 watts on this build, and it takes a while for this to heat up. So it's very subjective. So don't take that as a full con against the recoil, because this thing has been so enjoyable with both the Clouds Bro and the flavor cap. Oh my god, these things have just been amazing. So let's go ahead and go back up top and vape and talk about it, and I'll give you guys my final thoughts. See you guys up top. Hey guys, thanks for coming back up for my close-up look at the Recoil RDA by GrimmGreen and Ohmboy OC. This thing is just freaking amazing. This is the metalhead top from DHD. It was my mistake. I didn't realize that it is a color changing top. Not their fault, my fault. I should have read a little closer, because I was figuring, that deep red on black is gonna look amazing. Yeah, it's color changing. So this thing does get hot, so it does become clear quite easily, or white, but that's okay, because this RDA does get really hot, especially if you're running it with low builds. So watch your lips. Here is let me swap these out. I already know I showed you, but there's the macaroon tip. I really like this one. This one's freaking awesome. Yeah, this thing has just been freaking amazing. I honestly have not really put it down. I vape with this thing every day. The coils are from Demon Killer, which I'll be doing a separate review on. They're pretty good. They're not the greatest out there. They are mass-produced, pre-wrapped coils, but they're pretty good. I get good flavor and good consistency off these aliens. So here's that metal head again. And you can kind of see it does start changing color. It just does go like a clearish white, which I'm probably going to buy more anyways. But now I know for my own future reference. And if you order any DHD tops, if it says CC, it's color change. I should have known that, but oh well, my fault. It's still a great top, especially because this gets really hot. So this does help create some insulation. Pros and cons. I don't have very many cons. Probably the only con that I could say, and it's subjective, it's based upon your build, is that top cap does get hot. Here's the original macaron top cap for it. I would have liked it if it was a little taller, because unfortunately you got to get your lips really close to the top of the top cap there. So if you're not careful, you could burn your lips, so be careful there. But again, that's subjective. This thing has been amazing though. The build deck is massive. You can put almost anything you want in it. I really love that it's those blade screws in there, and they're nice thick screws. I have not had any problems with them wanting to strip out or not biting. Let me drip here a little bit. Another pro is the way that the original top cap is designed. It's got the the two O-rings for the barrel, I guess you can call it, and then one on the top cap. And even with the DHD one, it still uses just the one O-ring, so it's really easy to pull that top off without your entire barrel coming with it, which makes it awesome for dripping. But that drip hole is so freaking massive that you can just pour your juice into it and not worry you're going to get it on your coils. Plus it looks just dope as shit on that Loch Ness. Major pro that it came with the two different barrels. There is no airflow control per se, it's just the holes. So if you want a little bit of a tighter draw, you can go down to the Flavor Bros, or stick with the Cloud Bros. I usually stick with the Cloud Bros, but it's awesome that it came with those options. Some people would look at it as a subjective con, that it's not an adjustable airflow. This is a dripping atomizer, pure and simple. So you want that full air. This is not designed for tiny builds. You want something big, you want something hot, so you're going to want that airflow. This thing's just been amazing. Besides my Beyond Vape Mako War, this is pretty much the only RDA that I run anymore. I'm still going to get RDAs to try them out, but this is done me in. One thing that I will say is a subjective con. I would have liked to have seen it, but that's not really what Grimm was aiming for. Was the option of a squonk pin. If it would have had a bottom fed pin, this thing would have been even more awesome. Not that it can't really get much more awesome. But having the option of squonk would have been nice. It's one thing I've recently discovered that I like is squonking. I'll be doing a review of the setup that I got for that. And if I could have put the recoil on that squonk mod, fuck, I'd be set. I don't know if I would. Well, I would still buy more vape gear, but don't tell my girlfriend. I would still buy more vape gear. The post holes on these are massive. The build deck is awesome. The nice thing too with these air holes drilled at an angle, that airflow goes right on your coils, and you have more room for more excess juice. You can just bled in there, as Nick says, but with a lot of RDAs, especially when the airflow is right on the edge of the deck, you've got a lot of chance, or you've got a big chance to leak. With these holes drilled at an angle, you can get more juice in there and you have a little bit more flexibility for over dripping. See more pros and cons. I really like their logo. It looks really cool. Really nice engraved on there. But yeah, all I can do is gush over this thing, and it's not because, you know, I watch GrimmGreen or that he is a major YouTube name. If this was a shitty RDA, I would say it's a shitty RDA. In fact, I'm going to be reviewing some RDAs soon. They're kind of shitty. I lost my top cap. Crap, I'm not going to go for it. Let's vape a little bit on this macaroon top. I really like that red on black. That's pretty dope. Now, there are multiple color options too. There's the standard black and stainless, and then I've also seen them in red, green, and I believe blue. So, and I want to say maybe purple, but I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that one. But there's a lot of color options out there, so I'm probably going to get another one of these, and I kind of want to get one in red, so that I can kind of mix it up a little bit and mix up the parts a little bit, kind of give it a little bit of color flavor. These DHD tips are amazing also. Jess Marie does an amazing job on these drip tips, so definitely go check those out too. The drip tips, I want to say that the macaroon style was 15 and the metalhead was 20. So I mean, really good price for really nice custom drip tips, and she has a massive variety, not only for the Recoil but all other types of RDAs and 510. You know, go check out her website. I'll be linking that down below, along with a couple different websites that you can get the Recoil from. I actually got the Recoil from Division Vapor, my local vape shop that I go to. I think they were selling them for $60, but I actually got a discount on it. So don't go in, if you live in Portland, don't go in there thinking you're going to get that price. So, but they generally run between 60 and 70 depending on the site or the shop you go to. But I think that's just about going to do it, guys. The Recoil, major plus. All the cons, subjective. I would maybe like to see later on a bottom fed pin for this. I don't know how they could do it with this deck. It might just have to be a complete positive post swap out, but I would pay the extra money for a positive post for bottom feeding. Even if he sold it as an aftermarket, that'd be pretty badass. Yeah, this thing is just a cloud machine. I'd say a cloud beast, but I don't want to get sued by Smock. But yeah, go check these out. They're freaking amazing, and you can pick them up pretty easily at most vape shops and a lot of sites online. So that's gonna do it for me, guys. I thank you for sticking out with me and keep coming back to me day after day. I know there's not many of you so far, but if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, like, and share. You know, I'd appreciate, any help you guys get my name out there a little bit. I'm not really looking to make money off this. I'm just doing this for fun. But if we can get some people over to my channel, get some good comments and discourse going. I've gotten some mail from some people already with some good input. So one of the reasons why I'm trying out different filming and audio setups to see what works better. But it's gonna do it, guys. I really appreciate it. Wherever you are, have a good morning, mid-morning, afternoon, evening, night. Just have a good one. And remember, don't drink out of any strange toilets. I'll see you guys later. Clouds, bro, clouds.